Hello, Scorpio. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using The Art of Love Tarot by Denise Jarvie, artwork by Tony Carmine Salerno, website, it's here, blueangelonline.com. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you're interested. Supportive Oracle cards, Oracle of Shadows and Light by Lucy Cavendish, artwork by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. Website is teensimonandschuster.com. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you want to. If you want to. Blah, 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 blah. What do we have for Scorpio? These cards are interesting because they give little keywords that I wouldn't normally associate with some of these cards, but sometimes they add in. We'll find out. Okay. So you've already said your piece is what I keep getting. You've already said your piece. Queen of Swords, Knight of Cups. You've said what you needed to say. You've already done that. In fact, it seems like it was very short and to the point. It was not sweet. I don't think it was sweet. I think it was short and to the point. I don't feel like I was trying to be mean, but I feel like you were curt. Just like, this is it. This is what I'm saying. This is what needs to be said. You were very specific about what you had to say. You didn't say more than you wanted to. You got right to the point. I feel like it got right to the point. There might have been some frustration on your side of whatever's going on. This is what I'm seeing. This is what I don't like. This is what I want to happen. Boom, boom, boom. Didn't really drag it out. Didn't really add a lot of fluff to it, if any. You got the Queen and you got the King of Swords. And you said what you needed to say. It's funny because there's pink on this, the Queen of Swords. Which is funny. I like it because usually a lot of decks depict the Queen of Swords as a very brutal energy. I don't feel like you were brutal. I feel like you were direct and you made a point and you needed to. You needed to and you did. Since that, there has been work. It maybe hasn't gone quite the way you wanted it to, but there has been work. Faceless ghosts at the Haunted Girl and the Haunted Girl in the Three of Pentacles, which is the Three of Trees. You got this situation going in the right direction. You were very effective. It's what you wanted. You wanted it to be effective. It takes more care than you were really wanting from it. You wanted this situation to be more self-sufficient. Sometimes it feels like I kind of have this energy like I feel like I'm just babysitting. Like I don't have to tell people what to do as much as I just have to keep an eye and make sure they know I'm watching so that they do what they're supposed to do. Like I don't have to do things, like I don't have to, like if, for example, if it was like cleaning the house and keeping the kitchen where it should be and somebody cleaning the bathroom and doing the outside and all this stuff, I don't have to do it myself, and I usually don't have to tell people to do things usually, but I have to make my presence known. As long as my presence is known, people seem to toe the line because they don't want to piss me off. There has been a lot of healing here. There has been. I keep feeling this babysitter energy. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm kind of like, I shouldn't... well, we can play the I shouldn't all day if we wanted to. I feel like if I walk away, it starts crumbling again. And I'm not understanding why these people can't be a little bit more self-sufficient. But there is a lot of healing here. Things are going better. The situation is going better. it seems like there's a couple people involved. Some people, they're good at keeping up their own stuff, but they're not willing to police other people. And I feel like you understand that. Like, yeah, I don't want to either. Other people are just waiting for their moment to slack off because they're like, well, if I slack off, I think so-and-so will pick up the extra, and I don't want to do it anyway. And if I can get away with not doing it, then I'm not. But if Scorpio's watching, if Scorpio catches me doing this, I'm going to hear it. And I don't want to hear it. I don't want to get on Scorpio's bad side for whatever reason. And I feel like you know that. It's kind of like, I don't like how this is adding in. It seems like some people are, so it's almost like they're more prone, more apt to be victims, and some people are more apt to be victimizers. It just seems like that type of dynamic is here. And while you're here, there's healing, and it's like we keep that separated. Nobody's the victim, nobody's the victimizer. But it's kind of like if I step back, I feel like that dynamic is going to come back into play. And I'm like, I'm not sure what to do with it now. Even though it's going well, I don't like feeling like this. And I'm not expecting to live my life out this way. I don't want to keep doing this. This has to be advanced somehow in a different way. And how am I going to advance it and still be happy with how it advanced? So we got two cards were face down. The Candy Cane Angel and the Sea Beacon Fairy. I feel like there needs to be a change here. You're getting worn out. I wouldn't even say you're getting worn out. You have the energy to do it. It just feels more like the inner part of you knows that this has gone far enough. That this situation, the way you're monitoring it, like it's at a certain level and that's good, but it's kind of like, all right, we brought certain people up to where they should be. We brought other people down to where they should be. It's not in the sense of like ego, but in the sense of like, these people over here shouldn't be doing more than their share. They're up here doing their fair share, not doing everybody's share. Other people here are getting away with not doing hardly anything. We brought them down here and they're doing their fair share too. They're not getting away with slacking off and having other people pick up the extra. There needs to be, I feel like we need to like disassemble the situation. I think it's time to disassemble it. I'm not really sure if it's for the best. I'm not really sure if these people are going to learn what they need to learn, but I feel like we need to disassemble it. We need to switch people away. We need to, like, the people who are more apt to do more than they should, we need to send them off somewhere else and give them a chance to learn their lessons and do what they need to do somewhere else. Maybe they're too used to the people who are taking advantage of them. Maybe there's a bond there that I'm not aware of, but we need to disconnect that so they go somewhere else. And the same thing with the other side. Maybe these people are just too used to taking advantage of these other people for whatever reason. We need to send them in a different direction. It seems like that's what is that. It's kind of like the gift, but things changing, random things. It's like letting go. It's like letting things go, but like disassembling it so that like everybody has a chance to make their own way, free of their connections with the people they had in their lives before. So it's kind of like they can't fall back into a pattern if there's no pattern to fall back into. But the challenge for whoever this is, wherever they're going, is to not recreate that same pattern with somebody else. But the thing is, if they do, that's on them. I feel like people in this situation do not like that because it puts them in a spot where it takes them out of their comfort zone, completely out of their comfort zone, and they don't like it. But this does give them a chance to truly thrive. The way the situation is going, you showed them what balance should look like. I feel like that was the point of this whole situation anyway, for them to get a taste of what balance should feel like. Now it's up for them to seek it out. Even the one who was getting away with it and having other people do their stuff and they were like doing 30% of what they should be doing, they can even feel the difference, and it's better when they do their fair share. They enjoy life more. Same thing with the person doing way too much. They were doing 70% of what they were supposed to be doing. They should be down here at 50% doing their share, not 70% doing their share plus 20% of everybody else's. When they're at their correct level, they're enjoying things a lot more too. Everybody enjoys things a lot more. It's up to them to recognize that though. When you push them out of this and they have to go somewhere else, if you switch them out or move them away from you and each other, it does seem like it's quite dramatic, but that's what I see going on here. It gives them a chance to decide. They don't like it. It's very upsetting for them. I feel like it's very hard for them to disconnect from you. By doing this, though, it does create a dynamic where they have a chance to truly thrive. They have a real chance. They're starting with this card, which is the Page of Cups, which to me, a lot of times in this deck especially, it's like a movement to grow. When I think of the page, I think of like a 12 to 14-year-old. They have enough to know what to do in a lot of situations in life. I wouldn't say they were ready to live life on their own and to forge their way through and create a successful life at this point. But they're far enough along to where they know things. They can read, they can do math, they can do this, that. Maybe they can't drive legally yet, but there's a lot they can do. This is their moment to like take control of that moment and build it further and build themselves up and to grow further with this situation. That's the best you can do for them. There's a lot of healing there that's possible for these people. I feel like you're going to become more distant from this, more distant. You're not going to really know if they succeed or not, which is kind of interesting. I got the Moon card with the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is like the fruitless win. I got them to move on. I don't know if they did better. But this is also healing for you to let it go. It's healing for you. It's better for you. You've done what you were supposed to do. Sometimes I feel like that's the hardest part. It's kind of like, I'm going to use a bird analogy for some reason. It's kind of like a bird hits the window. It's still alive, but it hurt its wing. So you take care of it. You heal it. It's ready to fly. It's ready to go. You love that bird at this point, though. But you're like, I know it should be out there. It needs to have a chance to live. Is it going to make it? Is a predator going to get it? I don't know. But I feel like it needs a chance to thrive where it's meant to be. And it's letting that bird go even though you love it, knowing that that's what's best for the bird. That's the best I can give you. Because I feel like it's very healing for you. It's very healing for this situation. It does feel like it makes me nervous because it's like you do definitely care. And Scorpios do feel things very deeply. But it's knowing that this is what's for the best and just kind of like letting it go. All right, I think that's what we got. I'm going to shut this down here. I'm flipping this one card. I don't know why I'm doing it. Six of Swords. You're going to be completely disconnected from this stuff afterwards. These people are going to go on their own lives. They're not going to tell you what's going on half the time. Even if you have a connection with them after this, you're not going to know what's going on, is what I'm getting. You may have inklings, your intuitive knowingness, but I don't feel like the actual information is going to come your way. I don't know if that matters, but for some reason I felt the need to like throw that in at the end, so I flipped this card over. It works out for the best, but it seems like you're not connected with these people very much after this. It's for the best, though. You're giving them a chance to truly thrive and truly grow, which is a great gift. All right, we're really good now? All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email. jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.